competition underrated me, yeah. Started from bottom, they rated me last. I don't really know if they taking me ass. Fill his face up with hoes like a Jason and Mans. Squad and official, I stay with my niggas. Free the fellas, I just pray for my niggas. Middle finger to these hating ass niggas. Still motivating these ungrateful ass niggas. I know they watching me, I'm watching you too. These niggas be mad cause I'm dropping the truth. It's more than one snitch in your solid ass group, and you say no one time and then watch what they do.
What's happening with the kennel today? It's Nate Dogg 916 coming at you live from Sacramento. All right, Kennel. Hey, check me out. Today we getting into a little question and answer, little spread the knowledge type situation with me and Sam, man. We're gonna consider it a session, of course. But we're gonna talk. First of all, good morning, Sam, man.
Hey, good morning, big bro. How's it out there?
Man, you know it's wet, but it's all right. You know, we still alive and we still free, man. You know, welcome all the kennel members back to the Nate Dogg 916 show. I guess we could say it like that. But we're gonna get on how's the weather? First of all, how's the weather out there where you at?
It's been up and down, man. Saturday was 82, now today it's like 58. Yeah, it goes crazy because you get the tropical air coming up from the Caribbean, then you get all the cold air coming down from Canada and New York. All that shit. Hey, I like it. You get a break from the heat and the humidity anytime you can get that. But I like that Cali weather, man. Because that's what I was raised in. You can't beat it.
My city. Yeah. I love my city, you know. So either way, you know, it's good. You know, you know, when I'm at work, I don't like really being wet all day, but that's all right. I got the proper gear for work, so I'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know, I want to send a shout out, man, to the Demigod X 700. You guys can check him out on Instagram, Demigod X, DEMIGOD DEX 700. Yeah, Demigod X 700. You can check him out. Go to Facebook, check him out. Like, you're not really gonna see a lot of videos on YouTube yet. He probably got like maybe 2 or 3 videos. If you Google him, I mean, if you put him on the search bar, you'll find some other songs that he's featured on. He's an artist. He's the artist that we put all of our in the beginning of all of our mostly all of our videos. That's him. That's his music. He has donated this music to me. Personally, so I can use on our YouTube channel, and he's actually currently working on a Nate Dogg 916 verse that's gonna be our permanent intro song. He's working on it now. Also, the brother just there you go, Demigod X 700. There you got for you guys that can't see it. There you go.
Let me sorry, I was just posting it up, showing his stuff. How to spell it?
Yeah. Okay, so make sure you guys tap in with my bro. And for you guys know, just a little sneak, I'm going to be doing an interview with bruh. So all the people that are interested in hearing it, there it is, right, stay right there, don't move. Right there, Demigod X 700. So for all of you guys that are not, that are interested in his music and want to hear about his story, he is also an ex-convict that came out and doing his thing. We walk yards together. The brother is really the truth. We're going to do an interview. We're going to do an in-depth interview. I think you guys will really enjoy his energy. If you like Shell Dog's energy, you're going to like Dex's energy. I promise you. And Shell Dog's coming soon again for those who keep asking about him. He's coming soon. He's been working. I've been working, but we're going to link up him and the other homie Rico that he out there in another state with right now. We all going to link up and get a collab together. So it's coming. Don't worry about it. I'm working. Even when I'm not working, I'm working. You know what I mean?
Always.
So now, you know, back to this. What you wanted to holler about today, Sam? Man, let's put it how you want to hear it.
Well, in the live you just did, it's 12:03, about 1:50 Eastern time. You were talking about wisdom, and there's a couple comments in there that got my brain wheels turning about things you've learned inside that you know you can carry it through. You know, like discipline, working out, critical thinking skills, reading, stuff like that. I wanted to ask you so they could get a better idea on your personality. I mean, those who pay attention know, but maybe it's a good thing to, you know, just kind of say the things you're pushing, you know, that.
Okay. Well, okay. So obviously on the live. So if you guys didn't catch the live, or if you didn't watch the live, one of the biggest things that I believe I learned from being incarcerated is respect and how to respect people, period. like a baseline of respect, whether it be people who are perceived enemies or people you don't like or people you like. You should have a certain amount of respect, and you should treat everyone with respect up and until you're disrespected. You know what I mean? Other than that, you keep that line going. You can get a lot farther with just showing a little bit of respect to somebody than you can with trying to bully your way or sarcasm your way through it. You know what I mean? I notice that I break down so many walls, no matter what the race, no matter what the background situation, when I come with the how you doing today, brother? You know what I mean? Just to off top that respect that I'm calling you brother. You know, real men recognize that. You know, and
I wanted to give an example of that. Of you can not just race, but ages. It goes through. I'm younger. You've connected with me, but the older dude that you didn't know, right, at the coffee shop when you had the whole conversation on what was it, nuclear reactors and stuff like. Yeah. So that
it's real simple, and respect and courtesy out here in this real world, it can get you so far, you know. And I mean, dang, just a smile, you know what I mean? Like, smiles are free. Like, you can see my boy got his own thing on Instagram. Look it up, smiles for free. It's like, smiles are free, man. You don't know how much you could change somebody's day with just a smile. So respect is a big thing I learned from being incarcerated. Another thing that's really important, in keeping yourself sane is discipline. Disciplining yourself. So when you're disciplined, when I say discipline, you're disciplining yourself to act a certain way. You know what I mean? You only do certain stuff. So when somebody like, say, man, you can hear something about me and you'd be like, yeah, he probably didn't do that because that's not his get down. Because you know I'm a disciplined person. Like I do, there's certain stuff you will not see me doing. Even on here, when you see a lot of our well, I'll be going live and somebody will try to throw a name in there or a curveball question. Like, I'm so disciplined, I stick to my morals. I stick to what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do. And when I say what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do, I mean by my own rules, like the rules that I've set for myself. But prison helped me learn how to be disciplined and hard, staunch on my beliefs. You know what I mean? Because in there, it could be being non-disciplined or undisciplined can be a matter of life or death in there. You know, and being disciplined can also be what saves your life. You know, because I discipline myself with physically, I discipline myself mentally. I'm sorry, and I disciplined myself to start paying attention to. It's the stuff that you don't pay attention to that can be real detrimental to you. You know what I mean, in your life and incarceration and out here in the free world. Like I've said before, I believe I see stuff before other people see stuff only not because I'm smarter or more aware. Well, it is, I'm more aware, but it's not that I have the intelligence level to be more aware. It's because I've trained myself to be more aware. You know, I've done this to myself. I pay attention to stuff that most people would not even pay attention to. You know what I mean? I even pay attention to other drivers on the road, the way they're holding their hands on the steering wheel, what they're going to do next when they're around me, you know? So
wow, it's like, that's actually a good habit to have.
Right. When you see a person doing this in their car with their head, they're thinking about making a turn. You know what I mean? So that's why they're looking around, you know? So it could be something else. They could be in there gone off drugs or drunk or listening to music or whatever. But you always extrapolate what you need from the situation, and then you make a judgment. And my judgment in that situation will be to back up and let them see what they're gonna do. You guys figure it out. I'm not in a rush to go nowhere. I go everywhere early. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be late, or I don't have to rush, and I don't have to put myself at unnecessary risk.
And that goes back to the respect and being someone of your word, and you know, proactive on something. Okay, something can go wrong. Yep. Let's give me some time.
And I believe time is important. And I don't believe that anybody's time. I think time is valuable, and my time should be, your time is just as important to me as it should be to you. You know, so I don't want to be the reason your time is wasted, just like I wouldn't want you to waste my time. Because I don't have no time to waste. I wasted almost 18 years, of my life from county to prison. And even more than that if we add it all together.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
you know what I mean? I wasted enough time, and I believe that time is a valuable thing. That way that's why I try to be very particular about how I deal with other people's time. And if I say I'm going to do something at a specific time, if I don't do it at that time, you already knew way ahead of time why I didn't do it or why I'm not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, while we on the subject of talking about lessons learned while incarcerated. So understand that throughout my life before coming home, I only had 2 jobs. I had a Kentucky Fried Chicken job for maybe 2 weeks, and I got fired for giving away free chicken. So my friends would come to the drive-thru and I'd order like a 2-piece meal, right? And I fill the whole bucket up.
Yeah.
I filled up with chicken and just hand it to them. And so I got fired for that. And I came back and egged the manager's car that night. Yeah, I was 15. So, yeah. And then my second job, my brother ended up getting for me. He was working at a place and he got me hired on as a part puller, basically at a wrecking yard. So basically people come in and at this specific place, I won't say the name of the place, but it's you come, you ask for a specific part. It's not like you go back there and pull your own parts. You ask for a part, we look on the computer. If we got it, then I'd go back and I'd pull a part for you, and then I'd bring it up. I did that for 2 weeks and I saw the check. This was after I was already an adult, and I saw the check, and this was like a mid between me doing a year bid and coming home, and I was like, but before I did the year bid, I was like street balling basically. So I was having a lot of money. So when I saw the check, I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'll go back to doing this where I know there's real money at, which unfortunately ended up leading me to my big job. So basically that goes to say that going into prison, I had 2 small, mediocre jobs at best, right? Not that any job is considered not worthy of any person. You got to do what you got to do to survive, get your money. But so one thing I learned in prison is work ethic. Now, people might be like, well, how'd you learn work ethic in prison, right? That'd be a question. How'd you learn that in prison, right? Let me tell you how, right? In prison, especially a level 4 prison, you're locked in your room mostly all the time. You're locked in your cage most of the day, most of the time. You come out for, if your education, you go out for school, you get 1 yard a day if everything's cool. You might have some kind of program at night, but after about dinner time, you're not coming back out unless you have like a night program or something else you go to. So what you do, well, what I did is I used to find every way possible to get out of my cell, right? So I'd sign up for a regular job. I get assigned to a regular job. Whatever the next shift was after that job or before that job, I would try to find out where I can go volunteer somewhere. Or like I volunteered in kitchens. I helped in kitchens. Oh, can I come in and work? Yeah, you can come work. Come on. Or helping the yard crew. Try to stay out on the yard. Whatever it was to try to stay out of my cell. So then it started to build up the mentality. The better I am at the job, the more these free staff or even guards on the yard crew or whatever wouldn't triple me. If you always see me working, you wouldn't be like, well, I'm not going to let you volunteer because you're not working. Go. If you always see me working, you don't want to bother me. You let me do my thing. So then the work ethic started like, oh, okay, I got to go hard because the harder I go, the more you want to let me stay out here. And the more you don't want to run me in the house. And that started rewiring the brain, right? To where I got to go hard every time. I got to go hard because I don't want to go back to my cell. So when I came out, the work ethic in my head is already go hard, go hard, go hard, because you'll be rewarded with whatever you're looking for. And out here in the real world, it's been promotion after promotion after promotion. In there, it was more and more time outside of my cage, right? So it worked. And that, weirdly enough, that built up an extremely strong work ethic in me. Because now at my job, like, I'm one of the guys, you know what I mean? I'm
driver of the year.
I'm driver of the year. I think I'm in the running for. I believe I'm in the running for. I gotta be in the running for driver of the year. There's no way I'm not.
I mean, the defending champ.
We'll find out.
Sorry.
The defending champ is one of my best friends.
Two.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. He better not get it. He better not get it again. Man. But yeah, you know, I believe that the work ethic was learned incarcerated. Because I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was selling drugs and stuff, I was always a grinder, and I believe the hustle applied to it. You know, I want to get my money. Don't get it wrong. But I believe I actually learned the work ethic, like doing my hardest to impress this supervisor or whatever to get what I want. It was all like a type of art of seduction. The book Art of Seduction is a type of seduction. Like I'm seducing you into thinking I'm this great worker, but you think I'm doing it just to do the job, but then really I just want to do it to get out myself. Like now, when I do it out here now, you think I'm doing it because I just want to do my job. I'm doing it because I know you're going to pay me for it. So I'm going to give you the best I can so I can get all my monies.
Cause and effect.
Absolutely. And it's not necessarily, when I say the word seduction, it's nothing always applied to an opposite sex or
it's
manipulation. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? And the kennel who've been listening to me, you guys understand, you know, this is just what it is. There's a lot of lessons you can learn through tragic situations or through extreme situations. That's when the stuff that happens to you, in my mind, in my opinion, really sticks. When something traumatic is going on, the stuff that happens during that time in your life, that's the stuff that sticks. If I'm happy and happy-go-lucky and nothing's going on, nothing's wrong, and something that I could have learned something happens, that probably won't stick. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't nothing tragic that happened. You know what I mean? But
there's no negative reinforcement in that.
And I've also learned about politicking. Bringing politics from prison out here to the streets, it can be a negative thing, yes, absolutely. If you're trying to prison politic on the streets, it can be a very negative thing. But if you just politic while on the streets, use the same aspects, basically using your powers for good instead of evil, it will open it can open so many doors for you. It can broaden your horizons to a point that you don't even realize. You'll see later when some of these other interviews that I got waiting to go are done.
Some good ones.
You'll be like, well, why are these dudes interviewing with him? You know what I mean? And not this person or that person, no need to be said. But why are these people interviewing with him? Because why not? You know what I mean? It's about for me, it's about pushing forward this positivity. Each one teach one, each one help one. You know what I mean? If you got something that can help me, please feel free to hit us in the comments. Feel free to hit me at the Instagram. I don't take any kind of criticism as bad criticism. It's all if you don't like something, tell me about it, and I'll take it for what it's worth. Your opinion. And if it makes sense, like I tell people before, I got a lot of stuff to say. There's a lot of stuff trapped in this little pea. But that doesn't mean all of it will apply to each and every member of the kennel or each and every person that decides to watch one of our videos. You know what I mean? But all I ask you to do is take what's good for you and leave the rest, because the part that you don't like, somebody else might like it and it might apply to them. So let them have it. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. It's about building bridges. It's about paying it forward. It's about, you know what I mean? Somebody helped me get in this position. You know what I mean? Somebody else helped me. Dirt introduced me to Sandman. Sandman helped me do this. Sandman helped line up interviews. It's all about people helping people. You know what I mean? People are only looking for profit only. It's not organic. Now, I know a lot of people get tired of hearing organic and this and that, but hey.
Yeah, but it's the proper word.
It's not as natural when when there's an ulterior motive behind it, especially if it's a financial ulterior motive. You know, because when you start to get money involved, people's train of thought starts to change. You're like, oh, they like this? Well, I give them just this. Well, that's not me. And as you guys saw on my community poll, I'm trying to broaden and expand to different avenues to not just stay stuck in the prison lane. I just want to be in the YouTube lane. You know what I mean? Let's put it that way. And you know, one more shout out to it's Meme. Because he already made another video thanking me. Salute to that brother. So I'm only doing what somebody did for me, brother. You know, somebody reached down and lifted me up. We not crabs in the barrel, bruh. You know what I mean? I don't believe in the crab in the barrel mentality. I believe that each one should be lifting each other. We should be each lifting each other up, no matter the race, no matter the creed, no matter the political beliefs. I don't care about none of that. All I care is that we're all trying to progress towards positivity. That's all. That's something I learned myself outside of prison. You know, that
it's a great one.
Preaching what I learned in prison is good, but what did I do with the stuff I learned? What am I doing? What are you actively doing every day to promote what you believe in? You know what I mean? I'm putting it on YouTube. If you got a story and you want to tell it, contact us. You don't have to be an ex-convict. You don't. If you came through a struggle or whatever, you made it, man. You made it just like I made it. You made it just like I made it, man.
Trauma is trauma.
I'm not the only survivor walking this planet, man. We survivors. Join the kennel, man. Get in, man. We got Patreon coming soon, man. No, don't worry. Every Patreon level, I got an idea. Every Patreon from someone else, I got every Patreon level will be a different kind of dog. You know what I mean? A different breed of dog will be your Patreon levels. You know what I mean? If you get to that red nose, you doing your thing. So please tap in for that. I appreciate you guys coming and subscribe and supporting our channel. It's only can go up from here. Share it with your friends. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, and go down there, man, and write some stuff, man. Talk to me, man. I go live regular. I'm gonna start going live even more, man. I believe in this. I hope you believe in it too. To all my kennel people, thank you very much for standing in with me, man. Stay loyal.